Good evening, my dear second semester diploma students in our states. Today I will discuss two types marks type of questions with answer from the subject engineering mechanics. First question: what is the difference between rigid body and elastic body? A body is called a rigid body if it does not undergo any deformation when acted upon by a force system. Strictly speaking, no body on earth is a rigid body. What is elastic body? A body is called an elastic body if it undergoes deformation when acted upon by a force system. All the bodies are more or less elastic. Next question: what is concurrent forces? Concurrent forces are those forces whose lines of action pass through a common point. In this figure, forces F1, F2, F3 and F4 have their lines of action pass through the common point O. Hence, they are called concurrent forces. Number 3. What is the difference between scalar and vector quantity? You know that scalar quantity, a physical quantity, is called scalar if it has only magnitude, example mass, length, temperature and time. What is vector quantity? A physical quantity is called vector quantity if it has both magnitude and direction, example force, velocity, etc. Then define cantilever beam with example. A cantilever is a beam whose one end is fixed and the other end is free. In this figure, end A is rigidly fixed into its supports and the other end B is free. Example चाजा. तमें जानिच घर चाजा गोटाए एंड होची फिक्स आमर वाल सहित आउट होची अदर एंड is free at the other. What is reversible machine? If a machine is capable of doing some work in the reverse direction after the effort is removed, is called reversible machine. For reversible machine, efficiency is greater than or equal to 50%. Next question: define coefficient of friction. Coefficient of friction is the ratio of the limiting friction to the normal reaction between two bodies in contact. It is denoted by mu, or mu is equal to F by R is equal to tan phi, or F is equal to mu R, where phi is equal to angle of friction, F is equal to limiting friction, R is equal to normal reaction. Then next question: what is the distance of centroid of a semicircular area from the base? The distance of centroid of a semicircular area from the base is given by 4r by 3 pi, where r is equal to radius of the half circle. Then number 8. Define Lami's theorem. If three coplanar forces acting at a point be in equilibrium, then each force is proportional to the sine of the angle between the other two. Mathematically, let P, Q, R are three forces. Alpha is the angle between Q and R, beta is the angle between P and R, and gamma is the angle between P and Q. Then mathematically it is given by P by sin alpha is equal to Q by sin beta is equal to R by sin gamma. Then next question: state law of machine. The law of machine may be defined by an equation which gives the relationship between effort required to raise the corresponding load. Mathematically, law of machine can be written as P is equal to mw plus c. Then number 10. What is triangle of force? It states if two forces acting simultaneously on a body be represented in magnitude and direction by the two sides of a triangle taken in order, then the resultant may be represented in magnitude and direction by the third side of the triangle taken in opposite order. Here OA and AB are two sides of a triangle and OB the resultant of two forces, that is OA and AB. Then next question, define friction. When one body slides over another body, an opposite force is generated at that point of contact to resist their motion. This opposite force is known as frictional force, or simply it is called a friction. Next question, define velocity ratio. It is defined as the ratio of the distance moved by the effort to the distance moved by the load. It is denoted by VR. Mathematically, velocity ratio is given by VR is equal to y by x is equal to distance moved by the effort by distance moved by the load. Then next question, define mechanical advantage. It is defined as the ratio